radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Gemini. For your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, wherever you have the Gemini placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before I get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. For your protection, that's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please, subscribe to my channel, and check out my radio show. It's completely free, and playbacks are in the description below. We listen to music, we pull cards for every zodiac sign, and it's just super fun. Another way to connect with me. But beyond that, let's get right into it, Gemini, and see what the messages are for you. Okay, I'm going to take this one, try to pop out a few times. What are the messages for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know? All right, let's get into it. So first we have life energy. This one says, the happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So immediately, Gemini, I kind of meditated over before I started to pull cards, I kind of sat here just so I could listen for a minute, because for whatever reason, I was just getting this energy, just a lot of energy, and I was hearing Gemini needs to hear something specific. So I feel like there's a question that you have right now that you've been kind of asking the universe, like, why hasn't this come through, or why are things happening this way? And I intend to get that answer in this spread. So what I'm getting so far is there are things hidden in the shadows that need to be revealed before you can call in your actual manifestation, before you can have what it is that you desire. There's still pieces of the puzzle that have either been ignored or that you just don't see, and the light is being shined on them. This could be qualities about yourself. This could be certain things about certain people that have to do with your journey. You'll know how it resonates being, whatever kind of unfolds during retrograde and everything that's happening for you. But I will say, Gemini, everything is happening for a reason, and it's to protect your life energy. I feel like you may have latched on to someone or something, or an idea, or a certain way that things are happening, but that path or that person, that route is actually more damaging to your life energy. And it can kind of suck you dry and leave you with nothing. I hope it's not blurry. I can't even tell from the angle I'm at. Hold on, let me fix this light a little bit so I can see better. I have the camera at a weird angle today, but anyways, let's keep going. We have transformation. This one says, the fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that is happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation, the best is yet to come. So one of the things that are also important to you are your spiritual ascension, your spiritual journey, growing as a person. There's this commitment to self that, Gemini, you've been wanting to make for quite a while, and the universe is trying to ensure that happens. So through all the changes that you're experiencing, I'm still trying to fix the light. Through all the changes that you're experiencing, just know that everything is happening for a reason. It's for your transformation that you've been wanting to come through. It doesn't even have to be spiritual. It can be, really whatever your focus on or your intention has been for your life. But the universe is trying to make that happen. So there may be some distractions kind of coming through. And the universe is trying to, basically get you out of your own way and make it so you don't stop yourself from progressing in the ways that you plan to. So now we have precious time. I just get this energy of crunch time. It's just not the right time. There's certain things that have to happen in divine timing and divine order, and certain things have to happen first in order for you to have the things that you want. So everything is happening for a reason. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So yeah, you guys, tapping into this energy, it's like, I just get this energy of crunch time. I get this energy for some of you of, not wasting other people's time, because it's like you may want something, but for an example, in love, Gemini, you may be looking like, man, I want a relationship. However, you need, or you're at a certain level right now where you need someone of a higher caliber, someone who is spiritually in tune, someone who is highly emotionally evolved. Otherwise, you get into a relationship with someone who isn't on a path that reflects yours, and they're still not going to be able to do anything for you. They're going to frustrate you. They're going to cause you to feel like you're a bad person, because you're going to start to lash out on them because they don't have the things that, you know, they don't have anything to provide you. So the universe is basically like, okay, we got to do certain things in the meantime while they develop, or there's certain things that you need, so this person isn't looking at you like you don't have anything to provide me, you're still underdeveloped, you've neglected your spiritual journey, neglected your emotional journey, and you're still in beta phase, and you're asking for someone like so ethereal and so much higher evolved than what you actually are based off of your potential. But the thing is, people, when they meet you, they don't, well, a lot of people do, but when people are truly emotionally evolved, they don't typically, they've grown out of the savior type of energy where they have to save someone. They've already learned that lesson. So they're going to look at you like, I have love for you. You're a cool person. I see your potential, but I'm not going to go further in life with you off of that potential, because they've already learned how damaging that can be. So fairy spotting. The universe, your guides, there are things trying to be revealed to you right now, Gemini. It's time to go fairy spotting. It is said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So definitely some spiritual path development necessary. See what the tarot has to say for Gemini. What are the messages for Gemini? Yeah, believing is seeing. So believing that you're going to have whatever it is that you want ultimately, and you will see it. You will see things unfold in your life that bring you closer to it. That's a lot. I think it was just those two. And there are even rewards on the path that you're on. There are even rewards on the path that you're on. I almost wanted to say Cancer, for maybe that's significant for someone. But we have the Judgment card in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is an energy of going towards the wrong thing. This is an energy of fighting the pull of not karma, but dharma. It's like your dharma is unfolding. The blessings of the universe, your life purpose is unfolding. And certain things you're meant to discover right now that are going to be very, very useful for you beyond this one small speck of dust in the universe, beyond this, you know, just, I mean, sneeze in time, this short brief moment of this incarnation, things that are very, very important beyond here. And I kind of feel you guys resisting that and missing out on some things as well. And it's kind of putting you in a position where it's kind of like, if a king doesn't step up, then we have to look for someone else who can, you know, take the job. The universe may start to look for the next best person. I feel like you guys have some sort of higher purpose or some sort of, like, you know, learning experience right now through like spiritual text. Definitely something really heavy and important meant for you guys right now. And you may be resisting that. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I just heard, we have everything we need. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a Kanye song. Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah. This is interesting. Especially with the Four of Swords. I feel like you guys are kind of operating from an old place. Operating from your old point of view. It's like Nine of Pentacles, you're pretty much fully healed, Gemini. You really are. And you have a lot of wealth. You have a lot of wealth within you. This doesn't mean that you're like financially rich. You should be. Maybe that's the area of your life the universe is like trying to channel you to focus on, versus like, you know, things that are less important or not in alignment at this time. But we have the Chariot here, so this is definitely an energy of moving forward, and it feels a little ominous because it's like time is going, and it's like you barely have enough time in a day to do all the things that you want to do. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Wow, confirmation. We got the 9 of Pentacles. This is where you are now. The bottom of the deck represents the underlying energy of the reading. And the underlying energy is, Gemini, you're getting exactly what you want, not the way you wanted it to happen though. And it's not going to be in your control. And you're getting exactly what you want by following the way of the universe. The universe is telling you this is what you need to do. And you're like, but I want this. And the universe is like, screw that. You're going to get that. I know that. Duh. You already asked for that. That's what this like whole path is taking you to. But there's different things that kind of need to be done in order for you to be ready for that, to be able to handle that, to not self-sabotage yourself out of that thing also needs to get prepared for you. The position needs to open up. That person needs to open up and learn their lessons, etc. And it's just like the universe is trying to keep you on a path that is so layered because, like I said, it has rewards just within the path itself that you're kind of resisting. I'm using the messages from your love deck. Oh my god, I love this deck so much. This is my deck that I have created, and we're going to use it today. You're going to see it in future pick of cards, but I just was so excited that I finally got it that I'm like, I'm using it today. So let's see what messages we have in romance. I'm getting a lot of sacral energy. First of all, a lot of sacral energy. I want to explore every part of you. How do you feel for me? These are the first 2 cards that came out. This is definitely giving me an energy, Gemini, that some of you are being run by your sacral chakra. Some of you guys are craving physical touch and intimacy to the point where you're willing to truly risk it all. Like risk all the really, really important stuff. A lot of fantasizing, a lot of daydreaming, specifically like before you sleep, a lot of daydreaming about the perfect person or maybe someone you know, wondering how they feel about you. And it's like it's a craving energy. Honestly, Gemini, I feel like you guys just need to like I know what you're probably looking for. Most people look for relationships. Some people look for like, you know, flings and temporary things, but most people honestly want something stable. I feel like you guys just need someone that could just scratch that itch for you real quick so that you can be released to your divinity, because there's very important things that the universe is trying to get you to do right now, but there's this sacral tension. You know, not having had bonded with another person for a while is like just driving you crazy. Just get you a little ting. Just get you a little listen, do what you gotta do, like something temporary, not something distracting, because it's like almost willing to compromise and date someone, end up involved with someone who will completely finesse you out of this higher path that's just so much more important. We have flirt back, and I'm about to admit my feelings. So some of you guys are like about to, you know, lay it all out on the table, like, listen, this is how I feel, like wondering like, do you even like me? How do you feel for me? Like flirt back with me. And you're questioning, just, you know, putting it all out there. And honestly, Gemini, for most of you, it will end in heartbreak if you do that, because this person is not the person that you've been looking for from the universe. The person you've been looking for from the universe, you will have no doubt about it. You won't have to question it, because things will go smoothly. But when you get that resistance and tension, and I'm talking about beyond the initial getting to know each other, when you get that resistance and you question like, does this person even like me? Do they want to be with me? You already know your answer. Someone who's really emotionally involved and really does have feelings for you will make that clear to some degree. You won't have to question like this to the point where you're down to kind of fantasizing about them before sleep, because you're not getting very much movement in the 3D. That's just not it. You're better than that, Gemini. And, you know, like I said, I would just get someone that you can kind of have as, you know, a little I gotta be mindful about how I word these things on YouTube, because YouTube will get mad at me if I get to cutting up. But you guys know what I'm saying. We have firm foundation and transformation. So I feel like you've already built a firm foundation with the 9 of Pentacles. Transformation, we got that from the first deck we pulled from. And this is where you are. You're literally in the midst of a transformation. And if you meet like the person that you want to be with, while you're in the middle of this transformation, you're going to focus all of your energy on them because you're going to be so excited about them. You're going to fall in love with them, of course. It's going to be everything you've kind of been craving, and it's just going to distract you from some also very important things. We have patience and accelerated motion, so things are going to pick up for you guys, Gemini, very, very quickly. But I'm definitely getting I just heard surprise, Shade. I'm definitely getting this very surprising energy where it's like the universe is in complete and utter control of this, and you've drove the boat for so long that it's like you do have to allow the universe to do its thing and really seal the deal for you. And it's just hard for you to trust that some sort of higher power is going to make something happen when it's been so long. But if you also reflect on every bit of your journey, it has not all been for nothing. If you haven't learned something in the last month or two, something is wrong with you. That's not the journey. That's 100% you. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Yes, you are the problem. If you were asking yourself that, absolutely. Because every single week, every single month, especially with all these planetary influences, you know, these moon influences, we are always learning things. We're right in the middle of eclipse season. If you haven't learned something in the last month, you're absolutely 100% the problem. That's a problem. So if you reflect on your journey and you say, well, last week I learned this, last week I had this epiphany, the week before that I had this epiphany, you'll realize this stagnancy has all been for a reason. You've just been frustrated by it. There's a difference. It hasn't just been, you know, because if you've been sitting here vegetabling out, you're screwing yourself over and it's completely your fault. But if you can say, yes, I have learned things, then you also have to agree that this has been for a reason. And it's not for nothing. That's the biggest part. It's not for nothing. And this isn't even about love anymore. Like, you could be focused on like having your dream career in the now. We're still on the same page. I'm not drilling in like, oh my God, if you focus on, you know, having a partner, you're the problem. This is anything that the universe is telling you still needs time to develop. Anything, no matter what it is. It could be having your dream apartment, it could be having your dream car, you're freaking out about it, whatever, you know, way it applies. But patience, patience, patience. Things are going to pick up for you. The universe is helping you, Gemini. So anyways, we have partnerships and alliances and awareness. You know, some of you aren't even aware of the partnerships and alliances that you have. You've been heavily protected by otherworldly beings, by spirit, God, the divine, your guides, whatever you believe in. I'm definitely feeling a level of heavy protection for Gemini as well. And if you were really tapped into your awareness, you would be able to feel that as well. Let me just pull one of these and see what energy is working with you or against you, so we can wrap. All right, we have number 11, portal number, and number 40, the Fire Prince, the Hawk Prince, and the Fire Prince. Both of these came out in reverse, and they have reversal meanings. So I'm going to read these from the book, number 40 and number 11. Let's see. Number 11, the Hawk Prince. So this is an energy that's challenging you. As a challenger, the Hawk Prince challenges you to pay attention and listen to the warnings being sent your way. Are you pushing forward in spite of others cautioning you about the direction that you're headed? Are you refusing to listen to the voice in your own head? Red flags are waving in the breeze, and you're being challenged to heed their message. When the Hawk Prince descends as your challenger, it's an indication that something isn't quite right. Don't worry though, he always arrives just in time to help you let go of your old ways for new ideas to begin again. Spirit only wants the best for you. Absolutely, that's what this entire spread has been about. Numero 40, the Fire Prince. Let's see. That's funny. The Fire Prince starts on page 111 too. You may be seeing a lot of 111. That lets me know things are manifesting very quickly. We had precious time, and we had, what was it? Accelerated motion, hinting towards things kind of moving really, really quickly. And you can really, you know, run into a wall before you even know that there's a wall in front of you if you're not paying attention to what's happening. There are a couple messages delivered by the Fire Prince. So heed one or both could pertain to you now. Be mindful of starting a fire that you can't put out. Aggressive action results in loss. Slow down and don't be so eager to reach your goal. Stay clear about someone else's unbridled ambition and aggression as well. If you think you can get burned, you most certainly will, unless you remove yourself from the action. When the Fire Prince arrives as a challenger, he could also be warning you to be careful of burnout. This may pertain to workaholism or this is crazy, obsessively focusing on something that you want, excluding all else. You may be afraid to let go, but you must. If you keep going the way that you are, truly you won't have any energy left, nor will you see your way through your path. It is easy to get lost in the dark where there is no flame to light the way. That's exactly what we're talking about. Gemini, that is your message. Check me out on Etsy if you want your own private tarot reading. Also check out my free radio show. We listen to music, we pull cards. It is a freaking vibe over there. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel, and that is your message, Gemini. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.